The Starseed was moving fast, straight at the sensing eye, with an immediacy that jarred strangely against Margot's dry lecture voice. Suddenly, I knew what she'd done. She'd placed us directly in the path of the Starseed. If this one was typical of its brethren, it would be moving at about 0.8 lights. The Starseed's light image was moving only 1/5 faster than the Starseed itself, and both were coming towards us. Margot had set it up so that we watched it 5 times as fast as it actually happened. Quite a showman, that Margot.
We believe that at least some eggs are launched straight outward, towards the clouds of Magellan, or towards the globular clusters, or towards Andromeda. Thus, the Starseeds could colonize other galaxies, and could also prevent a population explosion in this galaxy.
There were pinpoints of blue light around the Starseed now. Newsmen from down come to Gamiji to cover the event, darting about in fusion ships.
This specimen is over 1 mile in thickness, and about 1.5 miles in length.
The Starseed began to unfold. It seemed to take forever. The big egg fluttered. Its surface grew dull and crinkly and began to expand. It was rounding the sun now, lighted on one side, black on the other. It grew still bigger, became lopsided, and slowly, the sail came free. It streamed away like a comet's tail, and then it filled, a silver parachute with 4 thread-like shrouds pointing at the sun. Where the shrouds met was a tiny knob. This is how they travel. A Starseed spends most of its time folded into a compact egg shape, falling through the galaxy on its own momentum. But inevitably, there come times when it must change course. Then the sail unfolds, a silver mirror thinner than the paint of a cheap car, but thousands of miles across. A cross-shaped thickening in the material of the sail is the living body of the Starseed itself. In the knob that hangs from the shrouds is more living matter. There are the muscles to control the shrouds and to set the attitude of the sail. And there's the egg, fertilized at the core, launched near the galactic rim. The sail came free, and nobody breathed. The sail expanded, filled the screen, and swung towards us. A blue-white point crossed in front of it, a newsman's ship, a candle so tiny as to be barely visible. Now the sail was fully inflated by the light from behind, belling outward, crimped along one side for attitude control. Starseeds are one of only 2 known species able to live in the cold vacuum of space without assistance. But unlike the outsiders, the Starseeds have no need for spaceships. They have natural solar sails as part of their bodies. Their life cycle consists of hatching at the outer rim of the galaxy, finding their way to the core to mate, and then returning to the rim to eject their single egg. These long-lived creatures do not seem to be intelligent and will sometimes eject their eggs towards other nearby galaxies, meaning they most likely inhabit multiple galaxies. Once it was discovered that the outsiders seemed to follow Starseeds, it was theorized by some that they may be related somehow, perhaps even just a different stage of life of the same species. But this has never been proven. It does, however, raise a question. If the Starseeds are found in multiple galaxies, are the outsiders as well? In the book A Darker Geometry, it is stated that the Starseeds were actually created by the outsiders as a way to terraform planets into more customers for them. But A Darker Geometry was not written by Larry Niven and is not canon. Larry Niven has not made a direct statement on its canonicity one way or another, but there are many problems with the novel. It in several spots directly contradicts what has been established as canon, and the idea of Starseeds being made by the outsiders to make more customers doesn't make any sense in my opinion for a number of reasons that I won't get into now, as this video is about Starseeds and not A Darker Geometry. Starseeds have 2 forms. As they travel between the stars, they curl up into a ball, about 1 mile in diameter, or more accurately an egg shape. When the time is right, they unfurl into a solar sail thousands of miles across and use the light of the nearby star to change direction. So what do starseeds eat? It is never directly stated, but as fragile as they are, they could never touch down on any sizable object. The only possibility that I can see is that they must take in all the interstellar dust they come across, as well as photosynthesizing whenever they are around a star. Like the Outsiders, Starseed physiology is based on helium-2. This means that if they are ever exposed to temperatures much in excess of absolute zero, they will die, a very dangerous prospect for a creature that must come near stars to change course. Hey, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you staying this long, and since you did, hopefully that means you like my channel. So I'd really appreciate it if you would like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe so I can see you back here for the next one. Take care.